Hello everyone and welcome. This is Christine from Patter Crafts and today I am using what is in my stash. Today I'll be making 5 Easter cards using some Doodlebug Designs products and these enamel dots from Waffle Flower. These are not from the same collection, but they are Easter themed and I don't see why they didn't all work together. So we're going to go ahead and make 5 Easter cards. Today's cards are going to be pretty simple. They're fairly quick to put together because I'm only using pattern paper and stickers. I'm not bringing in any stamps and I don't even need any ink for these cards. So this was fun. It was a nice break to just make some nice, simple, and really colorful cards. Using pattern paper pads like this and like some of the stickers that may go with those collections is a great way if you want to make cards for maybe particular holidays that you don't generally make cards for. Like I don't really send out Easter cards, but I wanted to make some Easter cards. So to pull out just a pattern paper pad and have some icon stickers is a good financial decision as far as not spending money on stamps and dies and all the things we all tend to fall in love with but maybe don't always use. So this is a great way to make cards you wouldn't normally make without breaking the bank. So for this first card, I have just cut down a main panel here. I'm using a cut apart from the paper pad. It says Hippity Hoppity, Easter's on its way. I matted that with some toned down pink pattern paper from the paper pad. We'll go ahead and adhere that. And then I'm just going to add this sticker here. This is a Easter basket and one of those Doodlepop stickers. So I'm just taking out all the little white bits from inside the sticker and we're going to just adhere that just below my sentiment on the front. On the inside, we're just adding a white mat like I usually do when I use colored cardstock. And we're going to add a sticker from this sticker sheet. This sticker sheet is from Easter Train. He's so cute. Okay, so that is card number 1. So now we're going to move on to card number 2, which again, I'm just using some really fun, this is jelly beans. So it's just really bright and colorful. And for this one, I want to use this Easter cut apart. So even though the Easter cut apart kind of has like this green mat already on it, I didn't feel like it popped out enough. So we're going to add it again to this pink paper, which I end up using for, I think, almost every single card. It kind of ties them in all together. So this I put on the pattern paper and I decided I wanted a little break in all of those jelly beans. So I'm just bringing in a thin piece of purple with white polka dot paper. We're just making the little strip there and then we're going to go ahead and adhere the Easter cut apart on there. For this card base is just some purple cardstock from my stash. We'll go ahead and add our main panel on there. And then we're going to go ahead and grab, you can see I didn't trim it correctly. So we're going to go ahead now and just grab our sticker. This little bunny has 2 little carrots, so we are going to add each carrot, or a carrot to each hand. Boy, I'm having a hard time talking today. So adding a white mat to the inside of this card, and then we're going to bring in some of those little stickers. I love these stickers for decorating the inside of a card. Absolutely love it. Once that's done, I decide I want to add a few of the enamel dots from this Waffle Flower collection here. And we're going to put 3 of them up there, like a medium and 2 small. So now we're going to move on to card number 3. And by the way, I'm pretty much just using card sketches for these. So if you ever have just a 6x6 pattern paper pad and you want to make some cards and you don't know where to start, pull up some card sketches. You can find them pretty much anywhere online. Pinterest, it just has them, they're everywhere. So my main panel for this one is this really bright colorful flower one. And then I want to bring in these bunnies. So we're going to mat these bunnies with some of that pink paper. I didn't have a big enough scrap and I didn't want to cut into the new piece yet. So I just cut a piece in half and then just adhered it on the back. So if you ever want to like make it look like your pattern paper is on a mat, but you don't have a piece big enough, you could always like cut it and then just adhere it to each side and no one knows any different. So the sticker sheet I have has these, this little train, obviously it's Easter train, so it's going to have a train. So we're going to make the train. So I'm using the white, just some white scrap cardstock from my stash. So I'm adding the stickers onto there. Then I used a couple of Snowy Hills stitched border dies to just kind of make it a little more interesting. I added the Easter sticker from the sticker sheet to finish up the front, and then on the inside I'm adding a white mat because I'm using a piece of teal cardstock for my card base. And we're just going to add an Easter basket and tons of these little Easter eggs. And I'm not bringing in any enamel dots or anything else, but as you can see, I adhered my panel on the wrong way, so we had to tear it off and put it back on. And I'd like to say I don't do that often, but I kind of do that often. So anyway, it's easy enough to pull apart at times. As long as I catch it right away. If it's had time to sit, it doesn't come off that easy. It only comes off that easy like if you stick it down and then peel it right back up. So moving on to card number 4, I am again using some of these cut aparts. So we're going to go ahead and cut those down. I know I'm using this bunny paper, which was super cute, but I couldn't decide which of these cut aparts I want to use. I do settle on this one here. But again, we're going to grab some of that pink paper that I've been matting all the other images on, and we're going to do that again with this one. You like my fancy trimming? So I'm going to go ahead and mat this on the pink paper. And then I decide I want to strip behind it to kind of just add some more of this pattern paper because I just think it's so pretty. So I'm going to bring in that scrap jelly bean piece of paper that I had from the previous card, but I want to cut it thin because I don't want this piece to be too thick. And then I'm just adding a mat which is yellow with mini white polka dots all over it. So it just doesn't blend into the main pattern paper. I'm using a green card base for this one. And let's quickly change this out. Don't worry, I cut it out. So all set, we'll go ahead and put our panel down. I'm popping this piece up on some foam tape. This is the 3M foam scotch tape that you can get on Amazon. It is amazing. I love it. Adding 3 of the Hop 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 stickers. The only thing with these stickers that I wish I would have realized beforehand was the white is kind of see-through, so it doesn't pop like I hoped it would against the pattern paper. So if I were to do something like this again, I would put them on some white cardstock and then cut them out and then add them so they really pop. My last card here is my favorite card because I kind of like to cut the paper in triangular fashion on the front of cards. I love the look of it. I don't know why I don't do it a lot, but I don't. So I'm cutting 2 pieces of pattern paper into some triangles, and then I need to add, well, I don't need to, but I want to add something to break up in between. I tried to use that same pink pattern paper I had been using for all the other cards, but it's just not long enough to go diagonal. So I just brought in some plain pink cardstock from my stash. So we're going to go ahead and put this all together, and then I'm going to just take my trimmer here and trim the pink paper there that's hanging off. And that is going to be my main panel. So I'm going to have 2 pattern paper split up with some pink paper in the middle. I'm using a light pink card base for this particular card. So we'll go ahead and adhere this main panel on. I'm bringing in another one of those little cut aparts. This one says Easter baskets, jelly beans, baby chickies, green grass, chocolate bunnies, Easter eggs, sunshine, family. So we're using that as the focal point on this card. So it will get popped up with some foam tape. And I'm going to just go ahead and center that here. Bringing in 2 carrots that were left over from one of the Doodlepop stickers that I had used, I think on a different card that's not in this video. I think there was a bunny there, but I just used the bunny on that card, and I had these carrots left over. So I added them to this card. Now I'm taking some of those enamel dots from Waffle Flower, the really tiny ones, and adding them over random dots on this polka dot paper. It looks really cool. That is it. This is 5 Easter cards just using the pattern paper and the stickers and some enamel dots. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, bye.